Hello, hello, my lovely angels. This is your girl Sim, back with another episode of the Sim Squad. Hi. So a lot of y'all ask me, like, Singing, you like so many perfumes. How many of them are actually 10 out of 10? Now the thing is, if I would make a compilation of all my 10 out of 10 perfumes, I would have to do part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. We just go on and on. The whole year of supply of Sim Squad would be like full of perfumes that are 10 out of 10. So no. What I decided to do was give you my 10 out of 10 that I'm currently obsessing over. So these are the ones that I'm so obsessed with, I can't stop wearing them. There are 11 of them. It was difficult to choose and narrow down to 11. Ideally, there would have been like around 17 of them. But let me not overwhelm you guys with like so many perfumes. Most of these are going to be repeated and repeated and repeated, and you will understand why I love these perfumes and how much I love it, that I stick to it so much that it appears in like most of my videos. Whether you get sick of it, me repeating, whatever, I've put chapters so you can skip and, you know, watch the ones that you want to watch. But I can't help it. These are the perfumes I really like. These perfumes are me, Simin, you know, how I like my perfumes, what I obsess over, and currently what I'm like using and abusing, and 10 out of 10 means that I will repurchase the perfume once it's over. So yes, it's not just obsessions, these are the perfumes that I will repurchase just because like I cannot live without them. So I'm trying to arrange them in a way that it is all brand wise, right? Now obviously a lot of them are going to be Latafa, Khadlaj and Swiss Arabian, which are my like currently top 3 favorite brands that I like have been like totally going nuts over. But then there are other brands as well, like Afnan. I have one from Ardal Safran and one from, so the first one it's Musamam White Intense, of course. Like look at the amount I've used up. Ta-da! Yeah, so this is like crazy insane. I need to put this in a decan because I can't, half the time I don't take this perfume to office is because it's just too heavy to carry in my purse, and just the bottle is like insanely big, you know. So I need to put this in a decant. As a matter of fact, after filming I'm going to put this immediately in a decant. This is perfection when it comes to a tropical scent. At the same time it has like some strong structure and quality to it, so it's a perfume that will leave an impression on people. It is not your generic coconut scent that will just like, oh okay, another nice smelling, you know, alien goddess or bronze goddess, you know, one of those fragrances, Soleil Blanc and everything. This actually truly smells different. It is much stronger thanks to that ginger in it. So it's like the coconut and ginger mixed with like all of the other tropical perfume notes creates this Musamam Intense White, which is amazing. It retails for like $35 and on Fragrantica it's got 4.59. Now this is when I had checked. I don't know what the rating is right now. The top notes are bergamot, orange and spices, middle notes of coconut, mohonial, ylang ylang and ambroxan, and base notes of sandalwood, benzoin and musk. So they say bergamot, orange and spices. They have not listed ginger. I can clearly smell the ginger. This is supposed to be a dupe of Stellar Times by Louis Vuitton, and I agree, I have smelled it, but I don't have it side by side to compare. I'm going to try and get my hands on it. I'm trying to get all the little decants and samples and everything for you guys so that I can do a side by side comparison so you guys know genuinely how much they differ from each other and everything. But this one I can say it's close, and even if it was not a dupe of Stellar Times, it's just a beautiful fragrance. Like everyone who tries this perfume loves it. So I would actually go to the length of saying, which I usually don't do, is that this is a blind buy. It is just a very different perfume. It's just so gorgeous. Nothing comes close to this in my entire collection in terms of the smell. Plus the longevity, projection and everything is excellent on this as well. It's at least, the projection is like 3 to 4 feet depending on how much you spray. If you spray more, it'll project like crazy. Longevity is like 7 to 8 hours. Of course the power will die down, but thanks to the spices, you still feel the strength of the perfume, you know, which is why I love it so much. It has no Middle Eastern vibe about it. Well, I would say it's a perfect unisex because a guy can wear it, a girl can wear it, and it'll suit either or. If you're looking for a 10 out of 10 perfume which is tropical for your summer, which has like a little bit of oomph about it, go for this one. And the same goes for the next one, which is also from Latafa. I'm guessing you must have sort of figured out which one's coming up, but it is Liam. So this is a dupe for Gris Charnel by BDK, And what a beautiful dupe, okay? If you like Gris Charnel, again, I don't know anybody who does not like Gris Charnel. Gris Dior, please don't get confused between the two. Gris Dior is like Bottega Veneta. Those are like different kind of perfumes altogether, which I kind of am bored of now. So if I hear if any perfume smells like that, I'm not going to be so much interested in this. Now, this one, it's a little bit of a twist on Musamam White Intense. They're very similar to each other. Although that one is not a dupe of Gris Charnel. This one, again, it's a spicy vanilla, but it also has tea in it. And it has fig in it. So it goes in the direction of like what I would imagine a diptyque perfume would smell like. Oh my god, it's so stunning. This perfume is, on Fragrantica, it's got 4.56 and it retailed, I purchased it for US dollars 30 in Dubai. And I know that this is not that expensive anymore. So if you're looking for a good perfume, this is again unisex, so either or. If you want to smell like mild spices of cardamom, black pepper, and then you have fig and tea in it, it's so different. And then the base is of vanilla, your sandalwood, your tonka, and a little bit of patchouli. So the patchouli is not like so overpowering. I must say that Musamam and this one are in the same, I would not call it DNA, it's the same genre of perfume, right? It's exotic, not tropical. I would not call it tropical, but it's an exotic fragrance. So Musamam White is also an exotic fragrance, and this one is also exotic. And it's stunning. This one, as a matter of fact, I would go to say that it is slightly oriental leaning as well because of that tea. 10 out of 10 perfume for me. Longevity, projection, again, like, guys, I'm not even going to bother telling you about the longevity and projection in this video. It's because all of these are projecting greatly. You don't need to worry about the projection and longevity. Beautiful scent. This one actually stays really strong on the skin. It has a slight shampoo lotiony kind of background going on, which would make some people think it smells like parlor or salon, you know, that kind of vibe. But it is not that strong. It still feels like super oriental with a little bit of what I would call of the hint of like crystal noir in it, you know. Very, very beautiful fragrance. Liam Forever, 10 out of 10. So cheap. Even Musamam for that matter, so cheap right now. You can buy these perfumes for peanuts and you'll smell good all day, especially in the summer. So for some reason, I have only 2 perfumes from Latafa. Okay, so I guess I've just been obsessing over these 2 perfumes of late. Mind you, it's summer over here. We are in 40 degrees Celsius, not centigrade, above. So it's ranging from 40 to around 47. It's rotating in between. Come June and July, it's going to get really, really bad. It's going to be 50 degrees centigrade and above, yeah? Let's move on to Khadlaj. Let's start with like a change of palette. So I'm going to go for the Karos Secret Musk. This to me smells very much like Arabian Tonka, although they are not duping it completely. It's not really duping Arabian Tonka. First of all, the bottle is very, very pretty. Some people say it gives a Kilian vibe. Sure, it does, but yeah, whatever, you know, it has the texture. It's very, very stunning, the bottle. I really like it. And I was sent Secret Musk and I was sent Amber, what's it called? Amber Gold. I like both of them, but this one, because I am so obsessed with Arabian Tonka, I was instantly happy with this one. Your rose, your chocolate, your tonka, all mixed up together with some agarwood. They have not written agarwood over here, but I can clearly smell the agarwood. So I don't know where the Arabianness is coming from, but in this, the Middle Eastern vibe is like 100%. So it's very, very Middle Eastern. It also kind of smells to me like a mixture of, let's say, Arabian Tonka mixed with Baccarat Rouge 540. I know it's difficult to imagine because they're 2 different, very, very north and south, but bring them together kind of reminds me of that. The top notes for this are red fruits and saffron. I guess it's the saffron that's giving the red fruits and saffron that's giving the Baccarat Rouge vibe, yeah? Middle notes of tonka, chocolate and rose, and the base notes of musk, amberwood, sugar and moss. Sugar as well, another reason why it's like Baccarat Rouge. So think of like an Arabian version of Baccarat Rouge and that's about it. This is what Karos is. For me to wear this in the evenings, going out, meeting friends, going to events or anywhere where I want to make an impression. And I mean, I always want to make an impression with my perfumes, but this one is like another statement piece, right? This is very Middle Eastern, so you're dressed up in a very beautiful dress, gown or whatever. It's a dress up perfume. And usually I would save this for occasions, but sometimes in the evening, even in the house, I feel like wearing this perfume. It's like a weird thing. So all these perfumes, they give me the cravings, you know, like, I'm sure you know what I mean. like you crave it. You feel like, oh, you're sitting somewhere and you're like, I need to get up and wear that perfume. It's just like a weird craving. This one gives me the cravings as well. It's a gourmand Middle Eastern fragrance, and just think of it as a Baccarat Rouge Arabian version. Again, this is unisex. Preferably should be worn during fall winter. You can wear it in summer evenings as well or on occasions. Next we have Lee Prestige Empress. Stunning bottle, so pretty. Look at that. It's like the Great Gatsby kind of thing with the Khadlaj key. Very beautiful. The packaging and everything was also amazing. This is the only green perfume I've ever liked in my life. It is heavy on bergamot and greenness, but it's done so well. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Instantly makes you feel fresh. You feel like somebody has splashed water on your face, and the water had some cologne, you know, the aqua whatever, I forgot the name again, 4711, that's the brand. You know those colognes you used to get, the OG ones, not the remix version, but the OG ones, which had like that bergamot and lemon mixed with cold water and somebody splashed on your face. Literally gives you that feeling of you're being hit by a train of, you know, zestiness and freshness. This is priced at US $40. Guys, I'm gonna get you my discount, international discount code. I know my local code is not working, and before you guys pointed it out, Khadlaj team also approached me that your code is not working, and I was like, shit, I've not even like noticed that it's not working, right? So I'll redo the code for you. I'll ask them to generate it. So sorry about that. I will share it as a UAE code and the international code, right? So this retails at $40 anyhow, and usually Khadlaj has some discounts, seasonal discounts and stuff. Plus me and a lot of influencers, they all have discount codes. Guys, I do not make much from discount codes, so it's for you to apply it or not. Yeah, if you're getting like, you can use anybody's discount code as long as you're benefiting from it. You can smell this perfume from a mile away. It's like a trail of beautiful zestiness that people will follow. Again, very unisex, so girl or guy can wear it. The top notes for this are ginger, bergamot and herbaceous accord. This is like the main perfume. From the beginning till the end, it's gonna carry through that gingerness, the bergamot, the herbaceous notes. Then you have the middle notes of violet, rose and jasmine, which is mildly present. You can't even like make out, to be honest with you. These flowers are present in the form of a sweetness, not really there, yeah. And the base notes of patchouli, vetiver and cedar wood, which are there again as a background, but a little bit more than your middle notes. The top notes are the ones that make this perfume and carry through till the dry down, which becomes a little bit more earthy and woody. What a stunning perfume. Oh my goodness, 10 out of 10. Like, I smelled this when it was not released in the Beauty World Middle East, and I told them this is going to be viral. It's very different, it's very stunning. Love it. The next perfume is a perfume I should not be allowed to review anymore from Khadlaj. This is the date night. Sorry guys, it had to appear. It had to make an appearance. You want to smell like Play-Doh? You want to smell like you just came out of a Dior showroom, like fresh clothes. You know, you bought it and you wore it and you came out of the showroom. Oh my god, it's so freaking good. This perfume literally smells... you know, the Dior thing comes to mind because it does kind of give me the feeling of wearing or smelling Dior Hypnotic Poison for the first time. You know that feeling I got? It's the same feeling I get from this one. Mind you, the Play-Doh note in this one is extremely strong. Yeah, so if you do not like the Play-Doh note, do not approach this fragrance. I love this fragrance specifically because I can layer this perfume with a lot of different perfumes. But usually I tend to wear it on its own. This is for US $55, which is probably one of the most expensive perfumes they have, Khadlaj, on their website. But again, applying the discount codes and everything is going to bring it out like big time. Usually they have like 20% discount, 25% discount. So you can actually get it for a good price from their website directly. The top notes for this are blackcurrant, bergamot and orange flower, middle notes of tuberose and orris, and the base notes of cedarwood, vanilla and dry amber. I smell nothing. I just smell a mixture of fruits and florals, which is like perfumey, and then like a lot of Play-Doh. Like a lot of vanilla and woods, like in the dry down. But oh my gosh, like I just can't stop praising this perfume. I just can't stop appreciating this perfume. Like so far, I think we are on, this is the 5th one we are on. We are going strong. Like these are, I mean, I'm giving you the best of the best, like the cream of the crop, right? Like these are like the perfumes which I am like addicted to, yeah? So no doubt the proposal made an appearance in this. I'm not going too deeply into these reviews, guys, because like I've reviewed these perfumes like a million times, yeah? So the ones that I've not really reviewed too much, then I will talk more about it. But these ones, like I'm sure you've seen it on my channel like again and again. Stunning, 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 stunning perfume. The Proposal. Again, I'm giving you a warning. It's not for everybody. It's very Play-Doh-y. If you like the Play-Doh note, please go for it. Otherwise, do not. Test it first and then see if you like it or not. Now we're moving into the Swiss Arabian territory. Now, if you guys know, Swiss Arabian is one of those companies that they deliver quality, and also like not so much like duping, like it's not a dupe house, right? Like Swiss Arabian is one of those perfume houses I've been seeing since my childhood. I've grown up like using Swiss Arabian perfumes. Usually they would create very Arabian fragrances, but then they started doing their Western ones as well, and they're nailing like a lot of their perfumes. Recently I had one which I obsessed over, I raved about it, and that's the Opulence of Dubai from their Cities collection. This one is a pricey fragrance though. It retails at $110, which is quite pricey, but I believe you guys have more discounts applied than here, because I know a lot of y'all bought it for like much cheaper. People even went ahead and bought it for less than $80, which is amazing. This guy, oh my god, it's so different, it's so weird. Again, I can't compare this perfume to anything else except for if Dubai was bottled into a perfume, it would smell like this. The name is so apt. It's very posh. It's very, it smells like quality. It smells like everything luxurious and expensive put into a bottle. Dubai, you know. I would rate this as a spicy woody fragrance. The top notes are Italian bergamot, Nigerian ginger and elemi. Middle notes of Damascena rose, cardamom, pink pepper and chocolate. And the base notes of cedarwood, vetiver, which is vetiver, vanilla bourbon, incense, cafe santos, cipriol and amber. Even the notes are like so fancy. This perfume is like fancy, you know, like that's like what I would like call it. But think of like spicy, woody, slightly gourmand fragrance. It is Middle Eastern, but not really Middle Eastern. It's more like a modern Middle Eastern, like Dubai, what you would imagine Dubai to be. And you know the notes, the way it's listed, they appear exactly like that. It's very rare that the notes listed are exactly what the perfume is, especially in Middle Eastern world, right? So literally opens bergamot, ginger, elemi. That's exactly what you smell. And the only difference is that imagine all these that were chosen for the king and queen or the sheikhs, you know, like that quality of bergamot, ginger and elemi. And then slowly you have your cardamom coming in with the pepper. And that becomes like really, really prominent. But the cardamom is not disturbing the rest of the notes, although it's prominent, right? So the spiciness of ginger, bergamot and cardamom combined is what carries on to your middle notes. Rose is there, but barely. The chocolate is more like a chocolate shaving, not the sweet chocolate. And then boom, all the woodiness, sweetness, they all come in together, merge together with the top and middle notes. And then you have this splendid perfume. It reaches like the middle notes and the base notes within like 15 minutes. And then you have like this consistent perfume, very linear, like from 15 minutes onwards till the rest of your life, it'll smell the same. And it's just a stunning fragrance. Again, I can't compare this to anything else. I don't know what it's duping because I have not laid my nose upon anything that smells like this. I think it's a beautiful fragrance. And this is one of my recent obsessions. It's pricey. I am happy I bought it. The whole story is there in the full review, how I bought this perfume and why. This is definitely worth the 110 I paid, to be very honest with you. I'll do it again. It's just one of those perfumes that, how can I not have it, you know? If I hadn't bought this perfume, the day I got it, I would be like thinking about it and getting upset like throughout like my life, you know? It's one of those things that you keep thinking about. So very, very beautiful, gorgeous scent, 10 out of 10 for life. Next one, of course, is Casablanca. A Swiss Arabian review without Casablanca would be incomplete. Look at them. Have you seen me using any perfume that much? Ever? Like, have I ever used any perfume that much? None. You can see all my perfumes over there. This guy, oh my god, from the time I laid my nose upon this, it was like done, sold. Yes, it starts off very appley cider, you know, very apple cider type kind of thing, very effervescent. But it changes so quickly into this super gourmand, caramelly, resinous scent. It's very thick, it becomes thick. So it starts very effervescent and moves on to that cider apple becomes suddenly caramelized apple. And then all the gourmand goodness after that. It's like, this is something I would like douse myself on my skin right out of the shower when my skin is slightly wet. Wear this and smell like a goddess the whole day. Ah, crazy, amazing. It has this like very perfumey thing going on as well at the background, which is the difference between this one and Ebhar. And I'll tell you, because people think they're the same. If you don't want two perfumes smelling similar, I mean, if you don't want two perfumes that smell similar, you want only one, you can choose either or. People ask me, do you want Casablanca or Ebhar? And I don't know what to tell them, you know. Ebhar just smells a little bit more like biscuit, and this one smells more like apple cider, apple pie kind of a scent. It's supposed to be worn in winter, fall, winter. I don't care. Summer, winter, heat, humidity, no AC, sweating my ass off. Like, I'll still wear this perfume and rock it, you know. Every time I wear this, people ask me what perfume I'm wearing. It's one of those perfumes that gets attention from all the gender, all the people, all the ages. Does the, what do you call it, the demographics doesn't matter. Everybody just loves this perfume. I wear it to the office like a lot, and people do ask me all the time, oh, it's that perfume you're wearing, you know, Casablanca. Amazing. I know like Prime Day is coming up, and most of these perfumes are going to be on discount. And I know Prime Day comes in July as well, because I know it's my birthday falls in July. For everybody who doesn't know, recently people asked me, I'm a Cancerian with Aquarius moon, which is why I'm a little weird. But my rising is Cancer again, so I'm a double Cancer. So yeah, once Cancer season sets in, I know that Prime Day happens, which is one of the perks during my birthday month. So yeah, go for like any of these perfumes that if you're on the verge of getting it, wait for the Prime Day, go and buy it. Casablanca is one of them. Next is another one that I've been raving about by Swiss Arabian, and that's the Shaghaf Oud Tonka. I don't know why they put this as a Shaghaf Oud range, because this doesn't have oud at all. But then they have a couple of them that they have oud listed for the heck of it, but then the Ahmar, you know, the red one, the same bottle, the red one, it's not really like oud perfume, right? So I expected Shaghaf Oud to be one of those range that will have oud as mandatory note, but these don't. This has almond on top and tonka at the bottom, and that's all I smell. But off late, the more it's macerating, it's kind of like changing its tune a little bit, and it doesn't matter. It's still the beautiful fragrance. This is supposed to be a dupe for the BDK's Velvet Tonka, and yes, I've smelled it in one of the shops over here. It's called Niche Gallery. It's in the Dubai Festival City. I went there, smelled it, very similar. Except for Velvet Tonka has a little bit more sweetness. Honestly, I do like that too, because that sweetness is what's missing over here. But you know, you can appreciate two different perfumes. Like this one feels just like not a proper dupe of BDK's Velvet Tonka. Although the vibe is the same. The way that almond and tonka are mixed together, the ratio in which it's mixed, it's the same. So in the air, you'll think they're the same perfume. The top note is almond, middle notes of cinnamon bark, Tunisian orange flower, and Turkish rose. Can't smell it. Base notes of tonka, vanilla, and amberwood. I can smell it. So it's the top and the base notes that are actually existing for me. I mean, cinnamon bark, you would expect it to like have that, right? But I'm telling you, it has like a stitch of it, you know, just to create some kind of mystery, but does not really smell like cinnamon, right? Very, very beautiful fragrance. Again, this is another one of those that makes you, it's like the proposal. It gives me the same vibe. Feels like you just walked out of a Dior showroom wearing all Dior, wearing Dior perfume, everything Dior, you know, your dress, your shoes, your purse, and your perfume, all Dior. Now, rest three are from all different brands, so I'm just gonna do them one at a time. So the next one is from Arabiyat. This is Lamsat Harir. This is one of the cheapest perfumes you'll buy. I bought it for $12. So, and on offers, it's like less than $10. This is like what cherry cola perfume should smell like. Bubblegummy, cherry cola, very effervescent, very fresh. Like after all these very serious perfumes, this was a welcome change. Like even in the air, it smells fizzy. It smells like a fizzy cola. Like it smells like you're having Coca-Cola, not even cherry cola. It smells like you're having Coca-Cola. It smells like you're having Coca-Cola while having a bubblegum, you know, like a Hubba Bubba or something. Stunning. It's a proper dupe, very close dupe to the original Armani C. And every time I wear this, people think I'm wearing Armani C. So very, very cheap dupe. I don't know if they intentionally made it like a dupe or was it just by accident, because this perfume, as far as I know, it's really old, but so is Armani C, right? It's a fruity floral. The fruits and florals are of equal proportion. It starts off very, very fruity, moves on to like these beautiful florals. The top notes are grapes and blackcurrant, middle notes of tuberose, heliotrope, and jasmine, so all white flowers. And then you have your base notes of musk, patchouli, and cedar. Literally smells like fruit syrup and Coca-Cola, or Hubba Bubba and Coca-Cola. There's nothing much I can say about this perfume. If you want to feel like super fresh, very girly girl, very bubbly and effervescency, but at the same time it has a sexiness about it, just like the Armani C. Like people might think of it as like, It starts off smelling very juvenile, but then it like becomes like this sexy perfume. It has this weird sex appeal about it. It's like, you know, when you cosplay with the girl with the short skirt, you know, what do you call those? What Jennifer's Body, the Megan Fox. That's why I associate this perfume with Megan Fox always. This is a very feminine fragrance, so it's not like meant for like men. Although you can wear it with like a stronger woody fragrance and then have this fruity floral vibe going on in the background. There's no Middle Easternness about it. On Fragrantica, it's got 4.26. It's amazing. And the price, it's like dirt cheap. I love this fragrance. This is, I don't know how many bottle. And because it's so cheap, I've gifted so many of my friends this perfume. It's like distributed like candy, you know. We have 2 more perfumes left. And of course, I had to have Ebhar, the Qasamat, from the Qasamat collection. That's from Rasasi. It's the Ebhar. Look at the amount that's left. I'll be finishing this very, very soon. Every time I spray this perfume in the air for testing it out or doing a review, I just want to put it on myself. Now, it's different from Casablanca. Casablanca, this also starts off with a green apple, but the apple is very, very green. Not very cider, not very apple pie. It's a fresh green. Just cut the apple, split open, and how it would smell. But it smells of that green apple for like a teensy time, and then it disappears. And then starts that biscuit, the lotus biscuit smell I tell you about. It's more gourmand than Casablanca. Less caramelly, more powdery biscuit kind of scent. Let me tell you the notes for this. The top notes are green apple and lemon. This is that initial, just a slight whiff of it you get, and then it disappears. Middle notes of orris root, which adds the powderiness. Damask rose, jasmine, and lotus. Lotus is what's giving it that lotus biscuit scent. The rose and jasmine, trust me, it's barely existing in this perfume. And then you have vanilla, praline, tonka bean, and musk. All the base notes is what makes this perfume. Along with that orris root, and that little freshness of lemon is just there cutting through all the sweetness. What a stunning fragrance. Like, people tell me choose between Casablanca. I can't. They both have their own merits. And I don't think they smell similar at all. See, Casablanca smells like a pie. This one smells like a biscuit. More powdery, more sweet. Casablanca is also sweet, but it's more caramelly. This is more of like praline, powdery lotus. This one is like, ever since I bought this perfume, I have been obsessing. Ali wears this, although it's a very feminine fragrance. Ali wears it, and you know what? It suits him. It's so weird. So I'm going to call it a unisex fragrance. I've written over here feminine. Sorry, no, I've written unisex. So yeah. And I've written unisex because Ali loves wearing this, especially when he wears suits and stuff. This one, amazing. What a beautiful fragrance. And I know this year it's going to finish and I'm going to repurchase it because it's not that pricey. I got it for UK. It's not that cheap either. It's US $40, but still. For the quality you get, by the way, this is a 60 ml if I'm not mistaken. So you don't need to spray a lot of this either, although I do douse myself in this. Okay, I'm just making contradicting statements right now. But yeah, like on and off, they are on sale. The Ebhar is on sale. And they also have a bakhur for this now. The incense thingy we burn. I'm going to get that as well. Because I would love to do the bakhur of this, of the Ebhar. And then wear this. You know, Eid is coming up. And I want to wear the Mukhallat Ward Ma Ward Taiba of Khadlaj. I'm going to wear it the first day and the second day when I'm going to go meet my family and stuff. I'm going to wear this along with that bakhur, and I'm going to try and film this time getting ready with me. I hate doing those, guys. I don't know. I know it's like a normal thing to do, and a lot of people do tell me like, show us what makeup you wear, and it's so basic. My makeup is so basic that I feel embarrassed to film it. I'm like, oh, this see actually what I do is like nothing, you know. It's just a lot of contour, that's it. But I'll do one thing. I'll film it for you guys from the beginning till the end. I will film me getting ready, what clothes I'm going to wear, what bakhur I'll do. And that day I'm going to wear this one for sure. So I'll film that for you. Now last but not the least is from Afnan. Any guesses? It's so obvious. If I say Afnan, you're going to be like, oh yes, she's going to talk about Rare Passion. Of course I'm going to talk about Rare Passion. Do you think I'm going to make a 10 out of 10 for life video without this perfume? This is my top 3. Everybody who tells me this smells like Ansam Girl, no, it does not. It does not smell like that at all. Even if people say this is duping, Love Don't Be Shy, or Oriana, no, it's not. It's a completely different perfume. Yes, there is something in the base that smells like that weird fruitiness of Oriana, that candy sweetness of Oriana. This has like this tobacco thing going on which is not listed. From the beginning till the end, everybody agrees with me when I say this. It's not listed. Tobacco, 100% there. Whether it's a synthetic chemical or whatever it is, it's there. Let me tell you the notes for this. So the top notes are orange, musk and rose. Can you even imagine? Orange, rose and musk. That itself is like soul. That's exactly how it smells like. Now, by the way, this perfume is very difficult to describe. You can't speak about this perfume. You cannot say how it smells like. But to make you understand the weirdness of orange, rose and musk in the opening, it opens up exactly like that. Think of mixing all those, right? And then you have middle notes of amber, woods and vanilla. And the base notes of more rose, musk and orange blossom. I don't know. It's some kind of weird fruits and powdery flowers, and then you have a ton of tobacco, like sweet cherry tobacco. It literally smells like, you know, those cigars that were flavored cigars? They were cheap. I remember they were very cheap. They used to come in packs, you know. So it smells like that. It doesn't smell like those expensive Cuban cigars or something. Amazing, amazing. This perfume is so sexy. It's so sexy. And Ali, who is very not vocal about perfumes, actually in my Bali trip, he mentioned that this is like, he can't stop like touching me if I wear this perfume. So I love this perfume. 10 out of 10. I thought it was sexy. I didn't care if what Ali thinks or anybody else thinks. I love that perfume so much. I'll keep buying it. I don't know how much I've used because it's so thick, this bottle, that even through the light I can't see it. But I can barely hear it anymore, so it's almost gone for sure. All these perfumes are my babies. Like literally, like for me, these are like right now they're like kept like a buffet in front of me and I don't know what to eat. You know when you take everything on your plate and then you can't eat it all. So that's it for today, guys. I hope this one helped because this one is like literally me trying very hard to narrow down to just 11 perfumes, which is so tough. I hope you appreciate this. And this is specifically for the people who have been asking for my 10 out of 10 fragrances. This is not the only 10 out of 10 fragrances. Many of them are there at the back. These are the ones I am most obsessed with as of May 2024. It'll change. Changes like very rapidly with me. But some of them will always remain constant, and I have a feeling these will be constant for a very long time to come. I'll see you in the next one, guys.